Alright, so magandang buhay po sa ating lahat, students. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever time nyo man ito pinapanood. Welcome again to BSHM60, or the Philippine Tourism, Geography, and Culture. So for today's lesson, we will be focusing ourselves on the Region 3, or the Central Luzon po. Okay? In this chapter, we will be discussing the major attractions, activities, accommodations, and the highlights of the provinces within the Central Luzon. Okay? We will be creating different tour packages that carry different types of tourism activity within this Region 3. Okay? And we will be having a SWOT analysis, okay, in terms of the 4 A's of tourism. So pag sinabi nating Region 3 or the Central Luzon, it is home to the 7 of the Philippines' most bustling provinces. Kilala dito ay yung Pampanga and we have the Tarlac. So almost magkadikit lang po yung mga yan. Okay? And it has different attractions and personality in each province. Makikita po natin. This is a part of the world that will require a lot of your time to fully explore, but the time will be spent well. Okay? Um, this region consists of the largest plain in the country and produces most of the country's rice supply. Andiyan po ang Nueva Ecija. Okay? So, it is also known as the rice granary of the Philippines. Okay? Kung pupunta kayo sa Nueva Ecija, napakaraming palayan dyan. Okay? Hindi lang po sa Nueva Ecija, marami rin po tayo sa various provinces along this Region T. Okay? So, the Central Luzon was the biggest region in terms of the population size. Okay? Pangatlo po siya sa malaking populasyon along the 16 region in the Philippines. Okay? So, let us proceed. So, we have the Region 3 facts. Ito po ang mga provinces along Region 3. We have the Aurora. Its capital is Baler. We have Bataan. Ang capital niya is Balanga. Okay, Bulacan is Malolos. Nueva Ecija is Palayan. Okay, or Palayan. Okay, we have the Pampanga. We have the San Fernando. In Tarlac, we have the Tarlac City. And sa Zambales, we have the Iba. Okay, Zambales. Okay, so let us proceed to the ports of access. Actually, we can fly. Okay, galing po sa NAIA. We have the Clark International Airport. Okay, na pwedeng international gateway to the region rin po. Okay. Also, by sea, meron din po tayo. Okay, gamit ang dagat. Maaari tayong makapunta sa Manila to Bataan or sa Orayon. Okay, or vice versa. So, maaari tayong sumakay along dun sa pier, okay, or sa North Harbor. So, the travel time is much shorter kumpara sa sasakyan tayo. Okay? Dahil didiretsuhin mo lang po ang Manila Bay. Okay? The travel time is expected to 45 to 60 minutes only. Pero pag nagsasakyan po tayo, okay, going to Bataan, tatagal po yan mga around 3 hours. Okay? Probably, dadaan po tayo sa North Luzon Expressway. Alright. Also, choice nyo rin po kung gusto nyo rin po dumaan ng SCTEX or the Tiplex. Okay, kung pupunta po tayo ng Tarlac. Okay, or Pangasinan. Ayan. So, accessible po siya sa Ilocos region. On the other hand, by getting around along this region, maaari tayong magdala na lang in terms of traveling. Mas maganda kung meron tayong private vehicle or the car rentals para mas accessible ang pag-travel natin. Okay? As a part of our transportation. Also, kung choice nyo naman mag-commute, meron naman po tayong mga public utility vehicles or buses na maaari tayong dalhin from one place to another. Alright. So, next natin, let's see the attractions and activities na maaari nating makita sa Aurora muna. So, number 1 is we have the Manuel L. Quezon's Presidential Car. Okay? So, this car was restored to its original form by Dan Irish a noted vintage car collector, and another major restoration was conducted by Alfred Nobel Perez of Camuning, Quezon City. Ito po ay ginamit ni Manuel L. Quezon, okay, yung dati nating presidente, bilang kanyang presidential car. Okay? So, as you can see, it is vintage and kitang-kita pa sa plaka. So, number one, it means you are the president of the Philippines. Okay? On the other hand, we have the Ampere Beach. Okay? So, far away from being the ideal image of the beach with fine and powdery sand, yung mostly nakikita natin such as Coron, kay Puerto Galera, Boracay, Puerto Princesa. Ito naman, class, ay mostly ang mga beaches sa Aurora Province ay mababato. Okay? And also, merong itim na buhangin and napakalakas ng alon. Okay? When I went here in Aurora, okay, just to share about sa kanilang mga beaches, meron naman silang mga white sand beaches. But may hazard or risk lang talaga lumangoy sa dagat dahil nga napakalaki ng alon, okay? Or ang lalalim, okay, ng mga dagat diyan sa Aurora. Okay, kung hindi ka marunong lumangoy, it may be a risk, okay, na lumayo. Okay, maaari kang lamunin ng alon. Ayan, just to share. And it is perfect para sa mga nag-surfing. Alright? So, next natin, we have in Bataan. So, punta na po tayo sa Bataan. So, this is one of the famous attraction in Bataan, which is the Las Casas de Acusar. Okay? So, sa Bataan, it is an open-air museum and heritage collection of different houses in Bagak, Bataan. So, it is a resort po, almost home to original Spanish-Filipino colonial structure, and this is a historic treasure and the vision of Mr. Jose Acusar, who collects and transplants and also restores the heritage of the Philippines. Ayan po, yung kasaysayan ng Pilipinas ay pilit niya nire-restore or preserve. Alright? So, it is also known as Bahay na Bato. The resort's collection colonial buildings were chosen for the authenticity of their cultural, historical, and architectural features. Okay? So, also, meron ditong maaari kang gumawa ng recreational activities. Pwede ka rin magstay dyan. Just a resort. Okay, may swimming pool. Also, maaari tayong matulog, accommodation, and so on. Alright? Next natin, we have the Anvaya Beach and Nature Club. So, aside from residential community like no other, it encompasses up to 470 hectares from a 3.5 coastline to a peak elevation of over 130 meters above sea level. So, this Anvaya, okay, Nature Club, it means family sa Sanskrit language. Okay, a return to meaningful family tradition is one of the core everything at Anvaya Home. So, the homes or yung mga accommodation na makikita natin in this resort ay woven into terrain using the airy and inviting Asian tropical design, aesthetic done in a soft palette or earthly tones. Okay? Ayan po, yung just like a Las Casas de Acusar, nag-offer din po sila ng tipong marerelax ka sa kanilang mga accommodation. On the other hand, we also have the Fall of Bataan. Ano kaya ito? So this marker is dedicated to the memory of the Filipino and American soldiers as well yung mga kababayan natin who fought and died by side in the defense of democracy. Okay, nung under tayo ng Japanese occupation or yung World War II. So the Bataan fell on April 9, 1942, and it is considered as a day that we will never forget. okay, in the world history and also sa history na rin ng Pilipinas po. Okay? Ayan po yung nangyari dyan sa Bataan. Fall of Bataan. Di ba? Meron tayong death march na nangyari. Okay? So, next natin, we have the Barasuing Church. Okay? So, as you all know, sikat itong simbahan. It is known as the cradle of the democracy in the East and the most important religious building in the Philippines. So, it is the site of the first Philippine Republic, and the church is proverbial for its historical importance among Filipino. It is a well-known plus architectural example in the Philippines, and it is a symbolic Philippine flag in itself in the Filipinos' desire para magain natin yung independence natin noon, okay, sa mga dayuhan, ayan, sa mga Hapon, sa mga Amerikano. Okay, the church design serves as a testament to its humble beginnings and to the period of history which it has become unknown. So, napakatagal na po niyang simbahan na yan. On the other hand, we have the Polillian Butterfly Haven. Okay, just the word itself, it is home to the different species of butterfly and also sa mga flora and fauna natin. Okay? Ayan, yung butterfly Puliliang Butterfly Haven. Okay? So, the butterflies raw po are perhaps the most universally loved and inspirational of all creatures. So, sa iba, sa mga Egyptians, Greeks, and also the Chinese, itong mga paro-paro sa atin, it is a sign of love, joy, and spiritual transcendence. Okay? In fact, there are over 1 million known species of animal in the world, and none of them change more than as they grow. Okay? And dito sa atin kasi sa Pilipinas, 'di ba, pag merong um, paru-paro na dumapo sa iyo, ay, ito yung namayapa mong uncle, namayapa mong lolo yan, di ba? Yun yung kino-consider sa atin. Pero to the other culture, it is a symbol of love, peace, tranquility, okay, joy, and so on. Next, in Bulacan, we have the Philippine Arena. Okay, ano kaya itong Philippine Arena? It is one of the world's largest indoor arenas. Okay, capable of 50,000 fans or 50,000 guests in a fully enclosed building. Okay, since opening, the arena has hosted a range of sporting, music, and church events. So this one, the initial design concept of the Philippine Arena is inspired ito sa punong Nara. Okay? The mother or the mother tree of the Philippines or the root of the banyan tree. Okay? Or yung roof naman is inspired naman yan sa bubong ng Philippine Arena, inspired yan sa bubong ng isang nipa hut. Okay? The arena holds not only major church gatherings ng mga INC or the Iglesia ni Cristo, but also operates as a multi-use sports and concert venue capable of holding range of events from boxing to basketball. And also yung mga concerts, yung mga live music performances natin. Okay? Next, we also have the Dalton Pass in Nueva Ecija. Okay? It is also called the Balete Pass, and it is a zigzag road and mountain pass that joins the provinces or dumudugtong sa probinsya ng Nueva Ecija and the Nueva Vizcaya po. Alright. Next, we have the Gabaldon Falls, okay, in Nueva Ecija. It is located in the municipality of Gabaldon. Okay? And 2 hours away po siya from the Cabanatuan City. Okay. So this Gabaldon Falls is surrounded of green nature, okay, mapupuno and huge rock formation. The main attraction of this falls was the ice or malamig na tubig na nanggagaling sa taas, okay? And bago ka makapunta dyan sa falls, mag-trek ka muna under 3 kilometers, okay? For 3 kilometers from the town of Gabaldon, okay? Gabaldon proper. Ayan. The water is so cool, clear, and clean, and actually, pwede mo siyang inumin. Ayan. So, sobrang linis. Next, we have the Fort Magsaysay in Nueva Ecija. Okay, it is also known as the FMR or the Fort Magsaysay Military Reservation or the Fort Mag. It is the largest military reservation in the Philippines and key area po siya of the Philippine Army. Alright. So, on the other hand, we have the Clark Cemetery. Okay, cemetery. So, this cemetery was opened on 1950s and as of 1983 is the final resting spot of the remains noong mga namatay na sundalo at bayani noong Philippine-American War or the Spanish-American War. And nandyan rin po yung mga civilian, okay, na kababayan natin, okay, na kamag-anak nila. Alright. So, it was designed to oblivion in 1991 when the Mount Pinatubo gigantic eruption forced the US to abandon the air base na nakasurround dun sa bulkan. So, yung mga retired US soldiers, Marines, and sailors volunteered, okay, to keep watch, relying on the donation and to try to maintain the grounds, but they are helplessly short sa kanilang budget to fix things para maayos yung mga bagay-bagay and yung bansa nila, yung US, yung Washington ay hindi na pinansin. Okay? They are unwilling to help po yung kanilang mga veterans. Okay? Next natin, we have the Mount Pinatubo. Okay? So, itong Mount Pinatubo, it is an active stratovolcano in Zambales Mountains, located on the tri-point boundary of the Philippine provinces of Zambales, Tarlac, and Pampanga. Okay? All in central Luzon and the northern island of Luzon. So, noong 1991, the Mount Pinatubo eruption caused a widespread impact across societal, economic, and environmental areas. Okay? Yung mga lahar ay nagkalat or the ashfall hazard has resulted in damages and casualties. Okay? Next, sa Pampanga, we have the Sandbox. It is a unique getaway spot for families and located ito sa Ayala Land, okay, sa Pampanga. Outdoor adventure fun in Pampanga wherein nandyan yung mga roller coaster zipline, largest giant swing, mga all-terrain vehicle na pwede nating rentahan, utility task vehicle, driving, okay, and other recreational activities ay matatagpuan dyan po sa Pampanga. Next, we have sa Tarlac, we have the Aquino Ancestral House. Okay, the National Historical Commission declared the Aquino House as a historical site in 1987. It is considered as the home of the patriots from this family. Okay, noong 2011, President Noynoy Aquino, okay, unveiled the National Historical Institute marker. Okay? Ito ay kino-consider nila as Aquino's Baluarte. Okay? This is the province where President Ninoy Aquino grew to prominence as a politician, bilang isang politiko. Ayan. So, si Noynoy, isa siyang magaling in terms of politika. Okay? Naging mayor siya sa edad na 22 years old and naging governor siya sa edad na 27, vice governor sa noong 27 years old siya, governor noong 29 years old, and um, he is considered as, or para bang nasa kanya ang record being the youngest senator sa edad na 34 years old po. Okay. Next, in Tarlac, we have the Tarlac Ecotourism Park, or also known as Jose B. Yap Sports and Recreational Concept. It is located in San Jose, Tarlac. It is a recreational complex that offers a wide range of sport and outdoor activities. Andiyan po, pwede po tayo mag-kayak, okay, wakeboarding, fishing, and so on. Next, we have the Kart City sa mahilig mag-racing dyan. It is also known as the world-class karting facilities, and located po siya sa harap ng SM City Tarlac. Okay, making it very accessible sa ating mga turista. Okay? So, kung mapapadaan kayo sa Tarlac or makakabisita kayo sa Tarlac, must try po dyan sa Kart City Tarlac. Alright? So next, we have the Casa de San Miguel. And this is a family retreat house in a 15-hectare mango orchard. Has sheltered and nurtured different generation of talent, including acclaimed concert violinist si Alfonso Cook Bolipata. Alright. So this Casa de San Miguel aims to highlight yung mga several programs and workshop where they can showcase the artistry of mga locals ng Zambales. Okay? Next, we have the Anawagin Cove. Okay, it is just one of the many ash-filled nooks and crannies of San Antonio, but it is one of the started the tourism wave in the area mainly because it is nearest and the most accessible. Actually, napaka low-key ng mga beaches sa Zambales. Napakaganda ng mga tanawin and also ng mga natural attraction dyan sa Zambales. Okay? Yung mga beaches nila ay napakapino, yung dagat ay napakalinis, okay? Crystal clear, and perfect siya for recreational activity. Okay? Next, we also have the Zubik Safari. Okay, I know you're familiar with this one. Okay, dahil nga noon, nagkaroon tayo ng mga field trip, and one of the attraction na pinupuntaan natin is located sa Zambales. Diyan po tayo maaring magkaroon ng experience, and riding and feeding the tigers diyan po sa Subic Safari. Okay. These are the accommodations that are recommended in Region 3. Okay, hindi ko na po iisa-isahin. Okay. And let's proceed to the food and delicacies. Okay, mga pagkain. So, number 1, we have the kasiguran. Okay, virgin coconut water, wherein makikita natin yan sa Aurora Province. Next, we have the coconut vinegar, the peanut butter, the minasa cookie, lengua de gato. Ito po yung Filipino butter cookies na gawa sa butter, flour, sugar, eggs, and milk. And barquillos, ayun, so nakikita nyo. Okay, magkatabi po sila ng lengua de gato. Barquillo naman, ito yung parang stick po sa atin. Okay, it originated actually from Spain. Okay, ito yung mana natin sa mga Espanyol. And just like barquillos, it is made from basic cookie ingredients of flour, sugar, egg whites, and butter. At nirolyo lang po siya thinly sa isang hollow cylinder shape. Okay, na magpo-form siya ng parang sigarilyo. Okay, we also have mga mangga, ayan, galing Zambales, and pastillas. Okay, meron din tayong batirol, chicharon, cheese bread, silvana, fresh carabao, milk products, hand-woven products, mga handicrafts, wood and stone carvings, and syempre yung mga antigong kagamitan. Okay, usong-uso yan sa Bataan and Aurora. Okay? So, these are the festivals na mostly ginaganap in Region 3. We have the Aurora Surfing Cup. It is an annual international surfing competition na ginaganap every February and talagang dinadayo siya ng mga turista and locals, okay, sa iba't ibang lugar at iba't ibang bansa. Okay? Also, we have the Bataan. We have the Pawikan Festival. It is organized or a festival to organize the increased awareness para sa importansya ng mga endangered species natin such as the pawikan. And it is held during November 29 to 30. Okay? So, naalala ko, class, nung pumunta kaming Bataan, okay, during our tour, okay, when I was in college, nagpakawala po kami ng mga baby pawikans or yung mga baby turtles. Okay, dun sa dagat. Ayan. So, tinitignan namin sila lumangoy that time. Next, we have the Bulacan. Sa Bulacan, we have the Ubando fertility dance. Ito'y ginagawa, class, para sa mga mag-asawa na humihiling ng mga anak. Okay? Ito'y para sa deboto ni Santa Clara de Asis. Okay? And sumasayaw sila at humihiling, okay, sa mga mag-asawa, humihiling sila para magkaroon or biyayaan sila ng anak. Ayan. Next, in Nueva Ecija, we have the Taong Putik Festival. So, originated naman ito sa mga deboto ni Saint John the Baptist. And binabalot nila ang sarili nila sa putik, okay, or sa mud, or sa pines, okay, or sa mga tuyong dahon para maitago ang kanilang itsura or identity. Next, in Pampanga, ito talaga ay dinadayo, especially ng mga foreigners, itong Philippine International Hot Air Balloon Festival. It is the biggest gathering of hot air balloons in Asia. Okay? And it is commonly held during the month of April. On the other hand, we have the Interlac, we have the Belenismo Festival. It showcases naman yung mga Belen-related cottage industry or tuwing Pasko, okay, sa probinsya. It is held during the first Saturday of December. Ayan po yung mga Belen, okay, na dinidisplay natin sa mga bahay. Next, sa Zambales, we have the Mango Festival. Ito'y isang celebration bilang pasasalamat ng mga locals of Zambales sa magandang ani ng mangga or sa magandang ekonomiya dahil sa kanilang produkto, okay, and other agricultural products of the province. Next, these are the major cultural groups na maaari nating makita in the Region 3 or makasalumuha in Region 3. So we have the Aita, or kilala sila bilang Akta, Aita, Ita, or Ali. And it is derived from the Malay hitam, meaning black. Okay? In reality, it means people. So, itong mga Aita, they are dark, or may itim po sila, bilugan ang mata, okay? Maliliit, mga kulot, mga pango, and yun nga, bilugan ang mata, and hindi naman po pandak ha, small frame body po sila. Okay? At matatagpuan po sa mga bundok ng Zambales, Tarlac, and Nueva Ecija. Yan po. Next, we have the Kapampangan. It is one of the largest ethnic groups of the country, occupying the plains and marshes of the Pampanga River in central Luzon. And kilala ang Kapampangan dahil sa kanilang husay sa pagluluto. Okay? So, naniniwala po ba tayo doon, class, na magagaling po ba magluto ang mga Kapampangan? Okay? Next, syempre, hindi tayo magpapahuli, mga Tagalog. So, it is considered as the largest and the Philippine ethnic groups na concentrated along Metro Manila, Rizal, Laguna, Cavite, kung saan tayo naninirahan usually, Batangas, Bulacan, and Nueva Ecija. Okay? So, just our culture, okay, kilala naman natin ang mga sarili natin. We understood the Tagalog and other different parts of the Philippines. Add-on sila kung marunong ka mag Bicolano, Bisaya, Ilocano, English, yan yung mga culture languages na ginagamit natin. So, the languages and dialects na ginagamit in this region are the Tagalog, the Spanish, okay, the Kapampangan, English, Ilocano, and Sambol. Okay? To formally end our lesson, okay, let's us watch this video, okay, about the region 3 po. Alright? So, let us watch it po.
Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, ipakita na ang galing ng Pilipino. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, oh, tara na kanta na Pilipinas. Tara na Pilipinas, kanta na Pilipinas. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, ipakita na ang galing ng Pilipino. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, oh, tara na kanta na Pilipinas. Saan man dako, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, dinig mo ay sadyang kahanga-hanga. Awit mo ay salamin ng iyong buhay, aawitin ng buong bansa. Ang galing mo, kapatid, kailanman buong bansa ngayon ay kakanta. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, ipakita na ang galing ng Pilipino. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, oh, tara na kanta na Pilipinas. Ipagmalaki, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, sadyang lahat ay iyong pinapahanga. Makikinig sa kwento ng iyong buhay at saksi ang buong bansa. Ang galing mo, kapatid, kailanman buong bansa ngayon ay kakanta. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, ipakita na ang galing ng Pilipino. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, oh, tara na kanta na Pilipinas.
Di naman talaga maitatanggi, galing mo Pilipino kapatid. Dinig mo ay laging mananaig, saan man mapunta sa mga sulok ng daigdig. Bumibirit, tinig mong malupit. Humihirit, sige papet na pet. Bumibirit, kay lupet. Humihirit, oh yeah, I bet. Lutang na lutang ang galing ng Pinas. Dito ka na, tara na, kanta na.
Ang galing mo, kapatid, kailanman buong bansa ngayon ay kakanta. Kakanta. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, ipakita na ang galing ng Pilipino. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, oh, tara na kanta na Pilipinas. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, ipakita na ang galing ng Pilipino. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, oh, tara na kanta na Pilipinas. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, ipakita na ang galing ng Pilipinas. Tara na kanta na Pilipinas, kanta na Pilipinas.
Alright, so that would be the end of the lesson. Okay, so if you have questions, concerns, clarification based on the lesson presented, you may comment it on the chat box or the comment section provided po dyan sa ating attendance. And also, don't forget po input yung subject code na kinakailangan sa ating attendance na present po okay, earlier before I start my discussion. Again, thank you po for spending up some time and listening and studying in this synchronous session na ginanap natin or the recorded session na ginanap natin this week. I hope that you've learned something and maari nating ibahagi ito sa iba. Again, thank you po and stay safe. And I'll see you again next week for another chapter po of the BSHM60. Okay, thank you and God bless. Ingat po.